Exams, reading, writing, the maths. For students, it can sometimes, well, get a bit boring. So one high school is shaking things up, inviting aged care residents to join in. It's been 7 decades since some have even sat in a classroom, but they're bringing plenty of life lessons with them.
Catching the bus to school is something John hasn't done in a little while.
You want me to jump or what?
And today, he can't wait. A bit slower on his feet.
Okay, thank you. All right, thanks a lot.
But with some help from Year 9 at Sherwood Hills Christian School, he and a bunch of special visitors from Anglicare at Minto in Sydney's southwest are on their way back to class.
Oh, scones. Oh, there is.
Mrs. Aquilina inviting some, let's say, mature age students.
Is anyone into scones, cups of teas, whilst... Okay, that's great.
For her English class to interview.
We want your story to be told and we value you.
At the end of term, they'll publish a book, the life and times of their new old friends.
Where did you grow up? You grew up?
There's another John in this group, and he's a bit of a joker.
What was your first job?
He tells the kids about being a paper delivery boy, saving money to go to the cinema to watch the cartoons.
We used to do the quick step, the foxtrot,
Yep.
and jitterbug.
Val is 92, remembering her younger days as a talented dancer.
What was your first job?
The Frederill Match Factory, and I hated it. I only stayed there 2 days and I walked out.
Oh, wow.
And of course, there are war stories.
We got bombed when we were evacuated from our house. We had to leave it for a week.
Are we 70 in May? 70 in May. Still 70?
No, you're not 70, John. You'll be 80 in May.
80, yeah.
80 in May.
Don't tell me.
Oh, he's 70. Okay. He's 70 in May.
And what were some of your favourite foods growing up?
I'll say a milkshake and a hamburger. At the milk bar. We didn't have McDonald's back then.
It's not long before the students and their special visitors find common ground.
It's like vanilla.
I like vanilla too.
Yeah.
Vanilla's the best.
I didn't like pumpkins.
Yeah.
I hate pumpkins.
I hate pumpkins.
I still hate it.
For this teacher, learning is not always about curriculum and classrooms.
They've lived through a lot of life. They've got a lot of history. And most importantly, we don't want them to be unread books and just people that are put on shelves and never thought about again. We think about them.
It's nice talking to the girls.
Val finds things a little hard to recall these days, so the students are also learning patience.
And I only lost my memory
Fine, it's just the larger one.
about 8 months ago, even, that's all.
Yeah.
And some days I remember a lot of more things, and then other days, some days I don't remember anything.
It's pretty hard then, isn't it?
Yeah, I hate it.
I went to say for
John used to be a pastry chef and has a bit to say about the scones.
oh, they were a bit dry, but I think he bought some sandwiches, but I don't know what happened to them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they look like they're about a month old. Oh, would they? The only thing they didn't go mouldies.
Who made them?
Well, it wasn't me, that's for sure.
And has some wisdom on schoolyard pranks.
Oh, going to school one day and I went to the newsagent for some reason. I was probably going to get a paper, but I bought this snoozing powder.
Jokes aside, there's plenty of learning going on, lessons which are just as important as the ones they're marked on.
Because it can be a little challenging talking to someone who's quite a lot older than you, can't it?
Because you have to talk a bit louder for them and you don't want to make it sound rude sometimes.
And Vincent, you were paired up with John today. What did you learn about John?
I learnt that he loves his grandchildren a lot and that they're as well to him.
What advice would you give to young people today?
Be honest and be friendly to people.
What a terrific program, and that is the best advice.